I can see some people are early, which is great. We'll start in about 5 minutes. In the meantime, hopefully you can hear my relaxing music and get you ready for the session. Oops. In the meantime, while we are waiting for the rest of the people to join, so for the next 2 minutes, you can just make sure that you are comfortable. I highly recommend using headphones or earbuds, because probably that's going to guarantee you a better sound quality. Yesterday, when I listened to my recording for a little bit, I've noticed that the music quality and while I was speaking wasn't great. I know it's great on Zoom, but it wasn't great on the other live like LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitch accounts. So yeah, I am very interested in your feedback, how it is even right now. And yeah, if you could just give me suggestions, if you know what to do, how to improve it, or if I should just maybe tomorrow at the same time when we're going to catch up, that I'm going to turn the music off at the end and I'm just going to talk you through it if the quality is not great and it's rather bothering you than bringing you joy, restfulness, and happiness. So 1 more minute, as I said, just get comfortable, and we'll start very soon. And maybe actually I tell you about that I'm planning to run Mondays and Thursdays, as Thursdays being the new Fridays, regular classes here on LinkedIn, live classes, where I'm not going to actually teach you anything or share much information. It will be mostly about practicing mindfulness to help you to reduce stress, to help you to sleep better. So if you are interested, you're most welcome to join in. So I'm planning to do that. I think I booked it in for 8 a.m. New York time. I can't remember, but yeah, it's on my profile. So yeah, would love to have you there. And now it's 2:30, so let's get started. All right, so welcome everyone to day number 2 for your sleep challenge, wherever you are in the world. I know that people joining me from New Zealand, from the USA, from the UK. So everybody, wherever you are, welcome, welcome. Now, my name is Ildi and I'm from I'm Mindfulness, and I am actually a Hungarian-born Kiwi. And right now, funny enough, I am in Hungary, but I know that back home in New Zealand, people going into summer, lucky them. And here in Hungary, we are going into winter. So that's why I'm wearing a jacket. It's a little bit chilly. So want to thank you for spending this next about 15, 20 minutes max. If you need to go, just go whenever. But yeah, I really do appreciate it, because I do know that time is something very, very precious. And because of that, I also know that we have so much going on, so much that you had to do before you came to this session with me, and so much that you will need to do after this session. And for that reason, like I said to you yesterday, I love starting all my workshops and presentations with a little bit of what I call mindful arriving exercise. So that's what I would like you to do as well today. So what do I mean by this? Consciously think about everything that you can remember. Think about that you had to do before you came to this session with me. Just run through it. Okay, those are the things that I was doing. Okay, great. Now leave those outside of the door. And now bring up in your mind's eye everything that you will need to do after this session. Again, just consciously, okay, whatever it is, picking up the kids, going to a meeting, having that phone call. Okay, once you've done that, again, leave it outside of the door. And now I would like to invite you to arrive into this present moment and just consciously realize that you are here with me. Okay, realize that the only moment that ever exists for us is this moment here. We always think about, or often think about, living in the future, worrying about the past, but then we forget about being in the present. And this is the most magical moment out there, because this is the only moment that we're able to live in. So I would love you to really arrive in your body. And what do I mean by this? I would like you to notice, okay, doesn't matter you are sitting, standing, or lying down. How's your body feel at this present moment? Do you have any aches or pain? Is your body feeling good? What are the sensations that you are noticing as you think about, okay, how I am being here? And then really think about how you're holding your neck position. Is your neck nice and long? So you have a good posture going there, with your shoulder blades being what I call in the back pocket. So your rib cages are slightly elevated. Or are you slightly hunched forward? Right now, whatever is going on, I'm not asking you to change it right now. I'm asking you to notice what's going on for you. Okay. Once you notice your posture, just notice, how's your hip feeling at this present moment? What are the sensations that you are aware of? Yeah. What about your feet? How are you holding your feet right now? How's your feet feel wherever it is? That's right. And then just think about, okay, what's going on in your mental space? Can you actually even focus on what I am saying, or your thoughts are going left to right and you're really trying to focus on what I'm saying, but you're actually struggling to bring your thoughts together? And again, don't judge yourself. We're practicing mindfulness, loving, kind mindfulness towards yourself. And for that, all we need to do is just to notice whatever is going on for you. That's right. And now just notice your breathing. Okay, how am I breathing? Am I breathing fast? Am I breathing slow? Am I breathing shallow into the chest? Or am I breathing deep into the belly? What is going on? Again, you don't need to change. You don't need to judge. Just say, okay, I'm noticing. That's what's going on. That's right. Just create a safe space for yourself. And then as you've done that, I would like to invite you again to think about what is that you would like to achieve from today's session. What do I mean by that? Is, as I told you yesterday, our amygdala can't remember everything, okay? So it's going to choose things that are interesting, that are exciting, and it could be yummy food, it could be good sex, but brushing your teeth is not something your amygdala are going to be interested in. And I would like this session to be something that your amygdala will say like, oh yeah, I do remember that. Okay, so what I would like you to do is to decide, maybe in one word, maybe in a sentence, maybe in a couple of sentences, just in your head, why are you here with me today? What is that you would like to get out of today's session? So once you've done that, good. I would like to tell you about that story, or it's actually a story I told you about yesterday, that I used to work for a private club in Auckland, New Zealand for about 8 years, where I was probably working with the busiest, most stressed people in New Zealand. They were all lawyers, doctors, accountants, consuls, judges. So, you know, a lot on their plates, and probably you can relate, right? And so what I noticed with these people, that what they had in common when we were working on their sleep is that most of them gone to bed, as I said to you yesterday, between 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. and 3 a.m. Got up between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. the latest. So it's really not enough sleep. Sometimes they would be waking up in the middle of the night. They would be drinking alcohol, sometimes most nights. And I'm not saying they were alcoholics. I'm just saying that, you know, maybe they had like 1 or 2 glasses, you know, with dinner, which doesn't sound a lot. But the problem is when people using alcohol as a relaxation strategy to help them to rewind and maybe even sleep better. But that's actually not a good strategy in the long term. It might feel like it, just like smoking. Why do people smoke? Because what you're doing with smoking, you're actually doing a breathing exercise to relax you, right? And again, it's not a great strategy, as we know now. These people would be drinking, say, the minimum, I would say most clients would be drinking 3 cups of coffees during the day. And I met quite a few who would be having 12 and 15. And I was just like, wow, I don't even drink coffee. I just don't like the taste, to be honest. So sometimes I do drink it, but like very rarely. But, you know, again, caffeine, 12 cups, crazy. And then we wonder that why they don't sleep well. So the other thing they were doing, they weren't having enough water. And when it comes to water, if you watch one of my 1-minute videos on the daily dose of health, on the daily dose of habits, then I'm talking about how sleep and insomnia is actually interconnected with being dehydrated. And this also means that you can actually make your water yummy And I'm sharing a recipe in a couple of these videos, how I'm making my water yummy, because I actually don't drink water. I drink basically warm teas, warm brews that I'm making from fresh ingredients such as rose hips, such as nettle. So, but I'm not going to talk more about that. But again, rose hip and nettle is beautiful and actually going to help you to relax at night. So you don't have to go and collect it in nature like I enjoy doing it, but you can just go to the shop and buy one of these lovely sleep teas, or you can just mix your own. So as I said, I'm not sure if you can relate to the issues with these people or not, but I'm guessing if you are here listening to me, then you probably can. So I'm going to share a slide with you on basically statistics. I couldn't find any from New Zealand, so these are statistics from the US. And instead of me reading out the information here, if you want this slide, I can send it to you, that's no problem. But just take a look and see these crazy statistics on sleep. So, you know, the fact that 37% of people admitting that they have fallen asleep while they were driving. I mean, this is really crazy. And that's why sleep is so important. And if you are in the US and you are in Camden, New Jersey, Detroit, Michigan, then I would highly recommend for you as well to start sleeping more, because you are in one of the states and cities in the USA that reporting the shortest amount of sleep. I'm going to share another statistics with you. And this is about how much basically CEOs and average individuals sleep. So again, I'm not too sure what is your title, but you can see compared to these statistics that I found, where is your sleep amount, okay? And actually, Tim Rath shared an interesting study where he said that if you take off only 90 minutes from your sleep, that's actually going to mean that it's going to mean, basically it's going to be like you had 1 pint of beer the next day. So that's how you're going to affect your body. So that's pretty serious, because that also means that 30% of your cognitive functioning is going to be reduced. And if you think about 30% as a really big amount, right? And that's also going to mean that you're going to have 30% less useful ideas at work, or you're going to process spreadsheets or emails 30% less slower as well. So I believe that this is a very good reason why we need to focus on our sleep. So I'm going to stop sharing now. And I come back here to see you. So now what I would like to talk to you about is when you at nighttime, either you are struggling to fall asleep, or if you are woken up in the middle of the night and thinking, okay, like, this is really annoying. I need to get up, you know, and say 2 hours time and I'm still wide awake. This is really annoying. So what I would love you to do in situation like this, or, you know, struggling to fall asleep, first of all, I would like you to practice mindfulness. And what do I mean by that? I would like you to notice, first of all, how you are talking to yourself. Because if you are talking to yourself in an agitated way and try to tell yourself that, you know, why are you still awake when you should be sleeping by now? Can you put a baby to sleep if you would be talking like this to a baby? Of course not. So this means that you need to treat yourself just like a child, right? And talk to yourself in a loving, kind way. And you might say like, oh no, I didn't do this. Well, I would highly recommend you to actually watch, because we're often not even aware how we are talking to ourselves. So in this situation, watch how you talk and change your language if it's not kind, if it's not relaxing. And then if you're still unable to sleep, basically you can practice mindful meditation. Because again, studies shows that if you meditate, it's actually equal with sleep. It just re-energizes the body in a very similar way. Now, I'm not saying to meditate through 8 hours a night and stop sleeping. I'm suggesting that, you know, in a situation like this, don't get up. You don't need to be sitting. You actually just need to lie down and relax and start focusing maybe on your breathing, maybe notice sensations in your body. So I'm going to put on some music, and I know that we haven't got that much time. As I said, tomorrow, let me know if you don't want to hear my music because it's annoying with the sound, but if it's good, I really like listening to some gentle music to help you to get into a relaxed state. So, as I said, just get comfortable once again, and we pretend that you are waking, you are in your bed, and you were agitated, and then you decided, okay, I'm just going to practice this mindful relaxation meditation technique. And I would like you to start. You can, if you want to. I would love you to close your eyes. If you can't, that's fine. Just keep them open. Closed eyes always helps to go deeper inside us because there's so much stimulation, coming in through our vision. But if right now you can't close your eyes, that's okay. So I would like you to start focusing on your breathing and just notice if you're breathing through one nostril or both nostrils, or are you breathing through your mouth? I would like you to notice the speed of your breath. And maybe you can even compare it how it is now compared to when we started 15 minutes ago. Notice if your breath is going into your belly or into your chest. That's right. Just know that you are safe and send yourself kindness, love, light, and peace. And just know that you are doing your very best right now. Even the fact that you are here with me, trying to learn something, trying to practice. And as I said, if you want to join my mindful meditation practice classes, where all we're going to do is basically me guiding you through a meditation where I might include some hypnosis with it to make it even deeper into a relaxed state, then come on Mondays and Thursdays. Time and length of the class is still under testing. So again, I would love to have your feedback, how long you would like the class to be for, and what time you think would be the most suitable. And as you are noticing your breath now, maybe you can notice that you feel a little bit more relaxed than when we started. And maybe you notice that you feel like you would like to come back tomorrow and on Thursday. That's right. Oh, tomorrow's Thursday, wait, so on Friday. Good. So, I know we are running out of time or have run out of time. I don't want to take up more of your time, but I would love you to come back tomorrow and practice a little bit more mindfulness again. I hope you enjoyed today's class, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I'm happy to help. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'm looking forward to being here with you same time tomorrow.